of A grad returns here from LA. Walmart announced Tuesday that it's going ultraviolet. This just goes to show, is there really that much support here in Fayetteville left for Bobby Petrino? While the Greenmobile is meant to be educational, they also want students to have fun while learning. Chancellor Gearhart would love to keep those intact, but says it's ultimately up to the architect. President Clinton spoke to the Bumpers College not only on the importance of what they're learning here on campus, but the bigger picture and the impact they'll have on the world. A U of A grad returns here from LA. I'll have the story coming up next. Reporting for UATV,
Chelsea Cavan.
I'm Chelsea Cavan. Behind me, you'll see Asbell Elementary, one of 50 schools selected in the nation to receive a very special grant from Target. Walmart announced Tuesday that it's going ultraviolet. Washington County inmate William Scott Spurgeon was found dead Thursday night in his cell. He was last seen alive around 9 o'clock and found an hour later hanging from his bed rail in his cell from a noose made of jail clothes and socks. Detention personnel attempted to revive Spurgeon, and he was later pronounced dead at Washington Regional Medical Center. He was being held on charges of rape and sexual assault of the second degree. Preliminary investigation does say that he had been served divorce papers earlier that day. Reporting for UATV, I'm Chelsea Cavan. I'm here outside the Shoemake Center at the Northwest Arkansas Community College in Bentonville, where a very special seminar is going on. The National Weather Service and Benton County Emergency Services put together a Weather Watcher seminar here where everyone could be better certified and better equipped for a storm. The main purpose in this was to train people to better understand their role as watchers, the structure of storms, and most importantly, how to stay safe while watching.
To have an input into what decisions are being made by the National Weather Service is a lot of it too, because they take our observations and what we see into considerations when they make the warnings to the general public.
There are 40 to 45 classes put on each year between the Northeast Oklahoma and Northwest Arkansas area. Everyone is encouraged to come every year because each year has different information. Reporting for UATV, I'm Chelsea Cavan. I'm standing outside Nadine Baum's studio where casting director Elizabeth Barnes just finished her lecture. Barnes is a graduate of U of A and now lives in LA casting on shows like Revenge. She spoke to the drama department tonight and will be here all week giving lectures. All the lectures here at Nadine Baum Studios are open to the public. She encourages everyone who's interested in acting or being in front of or behind the camera to attend.
I'm teaching some acting for the camera workshops, and then we're doing a seminar about the business of acting and about other opportunities in the film and TV industry.
Reporting for UATV, I'm Chelsea Cavan. U of A students and faculty gathered Monday for the Shining Light on Injustice Awareness March. The march was put on by the U of A National Panhellenic Council and the Black Student Association.
It's sad that something like this has to happen before everybody realizes it.
Many students, like Shaquille Lowe, marched from Bruff Commons to the Union Peace Fountain.
Nationwide and internationally, and when more people begin to think about, hey, we need to really, shine light on this, it'll begin to stop, cease, because more people will see the importance.
Students from all over campus gathered here today wearing white ribbons and hoodies, not only to memorialize Trayvon Martin, but the cause of injustice itself. At the end of the march, students gathered for a short program by student speakers and U of A Vice Provost of Diversity Affairs, Dr. Charles Robinson.
But our society still has a role to play in trying to reduce the likelihood that young people lose their lives and therefore lose their hopes and dreams for a better tomorrow.
Through the joint efforts of the Black Student Association and the U of A National Panhellenic Council, students hope that they didn't just make an impact on the U of A campus, but the world. Reporting for UATV, I'm Chelsea Cavan.
Free Bobby! Free Bobby!
Since the news of Petrino's motorcycle wreck last week, many fans have become split on their decision on whether or not to keep Bobby Petrino. Many fans gathered in the Gardens today to show their support and explain their reasons why we should keep him.
Dad was my coach, you know, a father figure. In my eyes, he could do no wrong.
This is Bobby Petrino's problem and not Arkansas's problem.
There were thousands of Petrino fans expected here today, but only hundreds showed. The crowd slowly drug in around 7, called the Hogs, and then made their way out. This just goes to show, is there really that much support here in Fayetteville left for Bobby Petrino?
I think it was real short notice, and I think that was the biggest problem.
This is the best the Hogs have been ever, and are we really willing to risk that?
Many fans came in with some very opinionated signs, but all showing their love for head coach Bobby Petrino. If there were one thing you could say to Bobby, what would it be?
Oh, Bobby, we love you. I hope that everything will work out because we don't want you to leave.
Reporting for UATV, I'm Chelsea Cavan. Carter Wynn's exciting news aired last week on American Idol's St. Louis auditions. Carter has made it through the first round and is now going to Hollywood.
But out of those 10,000, 43 of us came out and are getting to go out to Hollywood.
Carter recently had to leave the U of A due to financial reasons.
This past year, school just kind of got a little too unaffordable, so I'm not in school at the moment. I was just working, kind of paying off debt, and I didn't have an excuse not to go this year. It's my goal to eventually get back to the U of A. I want that degree. That's what I started out. That was the whole goal of coming to school, is to get the degree.
While Carter does plan to eventually return to school, he remains hopeful that this is the beginning of a life-changing experience.
It just made me realize that this is what I want to do with my life in some way. I want to be involved with music somehow, whether it's teaching or recording or being a bum on the street with a monkey and a little music box that gets tips, then whatever it takes.
It's undeniable that Carter has a very bright future ahead of him. You can follow him on Facebook, Twitter, or of course American Idol's homepage. Reporting for UATV,
She's Chelsea Cavan.
I'm Chelsea Cavan. The U of A's newest laboratory is going mobile. The Green Mobile will go on tour across Arkansas, teaching students K through 12 about solar technology.
This is not a demo project, it's not a traveling museum, but rather it is going to house solar energy and light-related experiments that are going to be hands-on for school children at different levels.
With its 230-watt solar panels, the converted Winnebago can power all the lab's equipment.
Mounting the solar panels has been a real challenge just because people don't usually put solar panels on the side of an RV, so we had to design a whole system to get that on there.
While the Green Mobile is meant to be educational, they also want students to have fun while learning.
We have several solar-powered toys. Instead of being battery-powered, they're solar-powered that, depending on the skill and age group of the children.
The Green Mobile was built by a team of volunteer faculty and students. Its first educational stop will be at the John A. White Engineering Hall on April 30th. Reporting for UATV, I'm Chelsea Cavan.